Okay, so I want to mention my thoughts watching E3 live. First, Xbox conference. Interesting announcements. I appreciate that Phil Spencer is putting a lot of emphasis on acquiring games, but cinematic trailers doesn't do anything. There were so many cinematic trailers at E3 that it all became a blur. I see a cinematic trailer, I'm out. I don't care. The only thing that was gameplay that they showed was probably bleeding edge. Few snapshots of gameplay. Looks interesting. I mean, it's a 4v4 multiplayer game, but it's like melee focused, seems to be, which is not something that's been done before. Well, I don't know. Ninja Theory, they said they're working on other things. People who are mad that they're not working on other single player games, they are. I'm sure they are. They explicitly mentioned they're working on a lot of other titles. This is just something they've been working on before. I guess they got acquired. Bleeding Edge looks interesting. Ori Will of the Wisps looks beautiful. What they showed was actually gameplay, I think. Oh my god. But everything else from Microsoft, I can't care because I don't know what it is. I have no clue. Halo Infinite, okay, that was a nice cinematic. Gears of War 5 didn't even show anything. You can look at the gameplay later, I guess. Whatever. PC Game Pass, they should have focused more on that. Like, well, I don't know, I had to dig to find that info, but you can get it right now for $1 for this month, and it's gonna be $4.99 while it's in beta, and then it's gonna release for $10. A little confusing. Could use some clarification, could use some more info, but they just kind of glossed over it. Whatever, I signed up. It's a good deal, I think, at least. Oh, what else? Fucking Ubisoft. No, Bethesda first. Bethesda. Embarrassing. Fucking embarrassing. Oh, it's just mobile games and shitty mobile games at that. Like, Bethesda, I get it, fine. You make a lot of money. Fallout Shelter made a lot of money. Fine, but if you're gonna make a goddamn mobile game, at least make a good mobile game. These are just trash Chinese outsourced quality games. What are you guys doing? And then you mention Starfield, you mention Elder Scrolls, but you have nothing to say about it at all. Bethesda, fuck you. You're trash now, and it's amazing how much you fucked your own reputation this past year. It's impressive, honestly. Good for you. Fuck you, Todd Howard. 16 times the lies, okay? Next, Ubisoft. Boring. What they showed first, I forgot. It was so early that they showed something. Nothing sticks out to me. I don't care. That roller derby game, boring. More cinematic trailers, boring. Oh, I just remembered something from Bethesda. The only good thing about it was that what was his name? Nakamura? Izuku Nakamura, I think. She was adorable. She's a treasure. I love her. I hope they showed gameplay of that game. But that said, even though it's cinematic, at least it's a unique cinematic and not just burly men and fucking guns. I've seen so many of these. They just kind of become a blur. Fuck them. Okay, Ubisoft. I can't remember what Ubisoft did, so it doesn't matter. Square Enix. Could have showed more gameplay, guys, and you should be more clear with your model. You say no pay to win and no random loot boxes. Then what? Does that mean there are microtransactions, but still not paid, like cosmetic microtransactions? Be more specific. People have very little trust of companies with their monetization. You gotta be more specific so people can have trust. Right now, people are like, I'm not sure. And I get it. You want to make it episodic so you can deliver content quicker. I think it makes sense because that way you can keep adding more heroes and people can, when they get the hero that they want, they can pick him and go and play the campaign again with that. I think going with their own unique story kind of is lame. I don't care about Crystal Dynamics' take. I don't give a shit. I wish they just went with MCU universe and just recreated awesome battles from the MCU. How cool would it be to just pick some epic battle from the MCU Avengers, and just pick whichever hero you want and just fight hordes of enemies. That's just what you want. We just want a Hulk smash. I don't care about the narrative. I already saw the narrative. It was called the MCU, the movies. We saw that. Now we just want to play it. Shut the fuck up. And then, what else they do? I don't care about any of the remakes they make. I don't give a shit. EA, they didn't have a conference, but they had nothing to show. Oh, the Star Wars game, boring. They picked a very bad part to show. It was a tutorial. It was literally the first 2-minute tutorial, some bullshit, and they took their sweet ass time walking around, and some enemies were just so easy that I don't want to hit. Some enemy couldn't even fight them properly. A lot of the animations seemed stilted. Like, it felt like when the guy was dodging, the guy would attack, like a sword would swing, and then it would be like this, and then he would move quickly that side. Like, it's just so stilted. And despite that, it just looks boring to me. I'm not into Star Wars, but I like Respawn, I like Titanfall. I might have been interested to play it, but nothing compelling there. Run of the mill, just smash the button, play your Star Wars game, and finish the game. That's it. I don't care. Oh man, nothing good this E3. Sony, I thought Sony would have made a mistake not coming, but no. I think Sony made the right choice, and a lot of other companies should have also followed in their footsteps. Bethesda should not have had a conference. EA should have not had any presence. Fucking Ubisoft, no. Square Enix could have been just a direct. They didn't have much to show, just a bunch of remakes, and then the Marvel thing. Xbox had a lot of things to announce, but for the things that they had gameplay, they should have shown gameplay, not a cinematic. Okay, Gears 5 was playable in the back. What? They show us. Why? The first gameplay I saw of Gears 5 was from Engadget, and if you go look up their video, it's some muppet who runs out of ammo and then starts running around, not knowing how to reload. I don't know, man. What the fuck? This is when you don't show us the take. When you have the most eyeballs on your conference, you don't show us gameplay. God, this is what we get it from third-party sources. You can't control that. And I saw a Muppet play Gears of War 5, and now it looks shitty to me because as a headless chicken without any ammo, he was able to win. It looks easy. It looks boring. Which is not doing it any justice. I don't care to look further into it, to be honest. You lost me. You had me at the conference, and you didn't show me anything. You lost me. I don't owe you my time. You have to work for it, and you're not. You're just wasting my time. I hate it. God damn. Nintendo better have something good. They have a lot to work on. Fucking Animal Crossing, Super Smash Brothers. I don't know. Bayonetta 3. I swear. There are more cinematic trailers. Holy shit. The biggest takeaway for this E3 is going to be mobile games and cinematic trailers. Holy shit. It is terrible. I don't know what else to add to this. I guess want to say disclaimer is that a lot of YouTubers I've been seeing have been very cautious to be negative about anything. I don't get that. These are companies. Fuck them. Like, I'm spending my precious time watching you live, and you're sitting here telling me marketing spiel that doesn't even matter. I don't care what you have to say. You're standing there, every second you stand there staring at me saying is wasting my time. I'm fuming listening to that. Pisses me off. The cinematics are even a worse waste of my time because it doesn't mean anything. All cinematics are good for is maybe like the first unveiling of something and then discussing some story. That's it. But you showing a guy walking up down a beach shooting guy, like a cinematic trailers that emulate gameplay, that are complete wastes of time. Why did you even spend the money and animators to do this? It's completely pointless. Have them work on the game instead, and then make a gameplay trailer when it's ready, instead of this bullshit. God damn. Okay. Fucking done ranting. Here's hoping Nintendo can salvage E3.